Hello, everyone. This is Gary D. Tonicourt from MoreThanASnapshot.com. Today, I wanted to come and welcome you to the new year, 2017, and I wanted to kind of think about what I was going to do for the new year. In 2016, I ran photo contests once a month, and of course, I always publish information about Lightroom and Photoshop and taking pictures. And I wanted to see how I was going to change it up in 2017. And I think I'm not going to stop running the photo contests on my website, but I am going to add challenges, and maybe someday, maybe I will remove the contests. I think that, the purpose of my site really is to learn more about photography. So contests, some people like them, some people don't. Some people think they take away a little bit of creativity. Some people don't like the idea of winners and losers. Some people think you just don't learn that much from having a contest, even though I try to give comments about the images. So I think with challenges, we can focus more on learning about your own photography. There is no competition or critique element to it. And I plan on having regular challenges. And I think I'm going to do it where they're going to vary in length. So maybe you might have some that are 1 week challenges, some might be 2 week challenges, or even 1 month challenges. And I think the overall goal that I'm going to go with for these challenges is not really about technical things very much. It's going to be about, finding yourself as a photographer, finding your style, finding your creativity, and using those things to try to improve yourself as a photographer. It'll be about making goals and all of these kinds of things. And since it's a new year, it's a good time to start thinking about those goals. So the first challenge will be to learn about yourself as a photographer, also so we can learn about you as a photographer. So the first week's goal is going to be a 1 week goal, and so will the second week, and they're kind of related. So it helps to do both of these because this is where the learning will come in. So in the first week, I want you to just post in the comments what you think of yourself as a photographer. Not necessarily as are you a professional or amateur or anything like that. We want to know what kind of photos do you typically produce? What kind of style do you think you have? Those kinds of things. And maybe you don't even have a style developed yet. And this sort of look into yourself may help you to think about that. Also, you may think one thing about yourself and it may not really be the real way it is. So that will be what's coming in week 2 when we're looking more in depth at yourself. So if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, you can post in the comments there. Just write a paragraph about yourself as a photographer. If you're on my website, I prefer that you comment on my website in the comment sections of this blog post. And on weeks or months where there's image challenges on my website in the comment section, there is an ability or a way of adding images. So that's the way I would prefer you do it. So if we learn as a group, I plan on trying to do these challenges as well. It'll be much more interesting for all of us, and we can see and comment on what others are doing and saying. So with this question, it's kind of a big question. People may, respond to it differently, and that's fine. But, you want to think about, what kinds of subjects do you tend to shoot? What methods do you tend to use to photograph them? For example, do you tend to shoot more natural light photos, or do you tend to shoot more artificially lit photos? Do you like to shoot in color? Do you like to shoot in black and white? Do you have a certain focal length you prefer more than another? Are there certain subjects that you tend to shoot more than others? And I want you to do this off the top of your head at this point. Don't go and look at your images. I want to know what your impressions of yourself are. If you want to state whether you think you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, that's up to you, but that's not necessarily the important part here. Everybody's at their own level. It's think about what is involved in your photography and what your style might be, right? Also think about what things in your photography you would like to improve, because if we're going to create some goals for improvement, think about what you already do and think about and telling us what are the things that I could be doing better. You know, for example, maybe you think you're pretty good at taking the pictures, but maybe you're not so great with post-processing. Or maybe you're pretty good at post-processing, but you're not so good at composition. Or maybe you're just not very good with lighting photos, or whatever your weak point is, let us know what it is. That'll be part of our growing process. So I intend this whole thing to be a year-long challenge session if it works out. I hope lots of people comment and interact and take part in it. And if you also have ideas for future challenges, don't forget to, throw that in the comment section as well. I have some ideas of where I want this to go. I want it to go into learning about yourself as a photographer. I want it to go into learning about how to allow yourself to be more creative, how to further develop your style, how to improve your images, take them from where they are now to where you might want them to be. So those are the kinds of things that I'll be putting in these challenges. And for this one, since it's a week 1 challenge, and it's going to be posted on my website on Wednesday, so we'll say that the challenge is due by next Wednesday at midnight. And I may do a session where I look through the comments on a video or something, but I'm certainly not going to, be critiquing anything. Might just be, doing it for the purpose of meeting the new commenters. So I hope you join us in this challenge, and I hope to see you next time. Again, this has been Gary D. Tonicourt from morethanasnapshot.com.